Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft. Check. 25. Mike, 45.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Let's go.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check three. There. Check. Crunch.
36 power.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Shoot. Alert.
60
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Yeah, 51's the flat. 51's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Check three. Watch the twist.
On 1st down, Turner. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
First down, the run with Lynch. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A toss play. This is Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Hey, let's go double count right here, double count. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Don't get nervous.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
They'll run on first down. Turner. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Any weapon. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Same on. Let's calm the crowd.
From the 41, Vick flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less designed runs like that. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Wide, get wide.
On second down now, it's Lynch, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go. 36, 36.
On first down, it's Turner. He'll have a first down past the 40. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Let's go.
Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Focus, defense, focus.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And a throw right sideline is complete. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Escaping the pressure right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Here's Vic. Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Check 99. Check. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Vic will look to throw on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Mike 54. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. Jam him. Jam. Alert flare.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That will allow them to disrupt the play.
Kill. Slam. Watch twist.
On 2nd down, Vic again. It's caught. This is White. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. It'll be Vic once more. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Watch 54. Bandit.
49. Check 49.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Mike's by 4.
Watch the safety creep. Watch that.
Check a hot read. Check.
Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a game of 5.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
On second down, it's Turner. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On third down, Vic forced out to his left. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
That's it, baby.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
There's more coming. There's more where it came from. Back.
61. Max box. Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, G.
Now on second and 13. Vic flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20. Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vic incomplete. It was knocked away. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Check Mike 45. Hey.
Now Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there, and you say, okay, what do we need to do here?
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those two hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Falcons send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check 26, check.
They'll run on first down. It's Lynch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
From the 24, Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Now Lynch. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Throwing is Wilson, being chased out left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Turner, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 3. Under crunch. Alert 3. Go. Watch the shift.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's checking. Crash.
On second down now, it's Turner. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, switch gears. He's coming. Double up. Double it, go. He's coming. Double up.
And they give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
No. Joker. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
51's Mike. Mike's 51. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Vic to throw. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out and play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Heavy on the edges.
Now Lynch running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
45. Let's go, D.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
45's the mic. I don't think you got it, son.
He's back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Oh, wow, I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. In for the sack, Deion Jones. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a